Well, how much more are you willing to spend on a burrito? Chipotle is upping their prices again. This is the fourth time in just 2 years the company raising their prices. More on this. Yahoo Finance reporter Brooke DiPalma is here to break it down for us. Brooke, Chipotle is an interesting story because they were among the first, if not the first, to raise prices as we saw this push for inflation. But the company sort of said earlier this year they're going to pause that. What has changed?
Yeah, Kiko. Well, certainly the company said that they were keeping a close eye on the cost of ingredients over the past year, and now they're sharing a similar tone. A spokesperson telling Yahoo Finance that for the first time in over a year, we will be taking a modest price increase to offset inflation. Now, once again, Chipotle had raised prices throughout 2022. Then they announced a pause on plans earlier this year. But this comes after CFO John Hartung had weighed in on that pause in a Yahoo Finance interview back in April. Take a listen.
In our case, we don't have any plans to take any price increases. We're going to watch what happens with all of our ingredients, not just, if some goes, go up, hopefully some will go down.
Now, Akiko, here's what changed. In July, when the company reported in the last quarter, it missed on same-store sales estimates, and that sent shares to plunge in after-hours trading following that report. And in their earnings call, Brian Niccol said, he sort of somewhat hinted at a potential price hike. He said that the brand is very strong, the value proposition is very strong, and he said that we have that pricing power to use. Now, there's no word yet on how much exactly Chipotle will raise prices or when they will raise prices. But one analyst that I spoke to, Andrew Charles of TD Cowen, he said that TD Cowen believes that the price increase will go into effect halfway through Q4, and it could be a price increase of 3%. But once again, that certainly remains unknown when or how much that will go into effect. But certainly Chipotle thinking twice about that pause on price hikes.
Yeah, something to watch to see whether, in fact, consumers are willing to shell out a little more, even in this environment. Of course, this comes just 2 weeks before Chipotle is expected to report its Q3 earnings. What are analysts looking for?
Yeah, Citi analyst John Tower saying in a note that he really is keeping a close eye on a few key topics, one of them being progress on customer scores and throughput. So when you think about those long lines outside the store, how much can a Chipotle store fulfill those orders? How fast can they fulfill those orders? And how can they get those happy customers out the door? He also is waiting for an update on those grill. Last quarter, they said that they would expand the test of a grill upgrade to 10 more units following the second quarter. And also, as you noted before, we're looking for any signs of pushback to these higher prices over the past year, over the past quarter, especially from customers if they're done putting up with these higher prices at Chipotle, especially ahead of this another price increase. And also, John Tower taking a closer look at the relationship between margins and average unit volumes here. Certainly, Chipotle continues to increase its unit growth. They're eyeing those 7,000 stores. And so really, with Chipotle being at the top end of the industry in terms of just the unit growth ambition, analysts are keeping a close watch on that as well.
Okay, and I know you will be as well. Brooke DiPalma, thanks so much for that.